All right, guys, another common position we end up in, especially in no-gi grappling, but in all grappling, is an over-under tie, which we call pummeling. So today we're going to work on how to pummel and how we're going to use those positions. We could get to a double underhook position and more. But we're just going to work on the very basic drill, which once again, you can do this in your home with a friend, family member, teammate, in the gym of course too. This is a very good way to warm up and also just get some very basic motion and movement on your feet. Okay, so Sophia and I are going to start in what we call an over-under position, all right? So meaning we're both going to take an underhook and we're both going to take an overhook, all right? We're both also going to lead in on the same side that we're underhooking on. So for example, Sophia and I both go for the same position. Once again, I have an underhook, she has an underhook, I have an overhook, and she has an overhook. Now, in traditional wrestling, you tend to see people physically throw an overhook in, like so. There's nothing wrong with this, but in no-gi and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because we have the ability to attack the neck, to attack the arm, to go into leg attacks, we typically don't need to stay this committed or this tied to the arm. So in no-gi Jiu-Jitsu and grappling in general, I prefer to cup the armpit and pinch my elbow in nice and tight. When I do that too, some other key details with my underhook is I just like to bring my hand to the shoulder blade. Traditional wrestling, they might say come around the waist, but hand on the shoulder blade is okay because again, we are looking for submissions, not even necessarily a big throw or a big takedown. Also notice how I'm leading in with my lead knee on my underhook. That's how I'm going to generate forward pressure and control, okay? Sometimes I'll come in with a wide base, but with a wide base, it also sometimes makes it easier to get off a shot, a trip, a certain takedown. So from our over-under position, when we first were learning this, we're almost going to do this like a dance. As we start pummeling our hands in, we're going to switch our footwork up too, so we're going to step in. For example, as Sophia starts looking at pummeling with her left hand, I'm going to bring in my left hand as well. We're then going to step in at the same time as we pummel in with our feet and switch, okay? Now, when we do this, we want to try to stay connected, so we don't want a big gap in between us, okay? And I'm just going to look to do the same thing, pummeling in to the elbow, right at the crook, if you can see, of the bicep and elbow. I'm going to pummel in and step in. Notice how we try to stay as connected as possible, both leaning into each other, leaning with shoulder pressure, okay? So as I pummel in, look how my thumb can come in, or my palm. We're going to stay connected. And we're going to keep pummeling into each other, staying connected. So in slow motion, we're going to keep going a little slower, stepping in, swimming in, staying tight. It's very important that once you understand the motion, that you stay tight. You don't want to have a bunch of space here, okay? So we constantly move. We're pummeling slower, and we're stepping in, leading in with our shoulder, pushing into our partner, pushing into our partner. Okay? Now back to our beginning position. Give you guys a different angle. Once again, over under, leaning in with our knee, looking to pummel in right at the crook, the bicep, and the elbow. So again, as I go in slow motion, we both go at the same time. We step in and we stay connected. Step in, stay connected. Okay? Another angle again. Starting over under, leaning on each other, stay connected, over under, we're going to go, step in, pushing forward, staying connected. And we can do this drill for up to 2 minutes at a time, sometimes longer, but a great way to warm up your shoulders, get your hands and feet moving together, and just working on basic coordination. Thanks. And that is your basic pummeling position from an over-under tie.